Hey everybody, it's John with Upstate Brush Control, back here on the same property where I did the pond dam repair. If you guys haven't seen that video, go back and watch that video. But so we're here, another piece of the property, and we got us a pretty good size. I mean, it did rain last night and the creek is up. Creek, river, whatever you want to call it, mountain stream. But what we're here to fix is, let me show you this over here first actually. Got the Excavator 210 down here. Really enjoying this machine, that size machine. I wish I would have, hindsight 2020, but I wish I would have bought a machine like that a couple years ago. Been a lot more profitable or efficient with it. Anyways, so what they got, it looks like three 36-inch pipes, if I had to guess, 36 or 48. So pretty good sized pipes. But in a serious rain event, like super serious, you know, couple inches of rain, those get stopped up with that debris. And you can see where the customer has been cutting out debris. This stuff here, they got it all out of those pipes. And what's happening is the water is coming around this side of the pipe and it's going around that side. So what it's doing is when it's coming up over the road right there, the water gains momentum and has a rolling effect and erodes this side of the road out. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but that's probably about four feet down, something like that. And it just keeps, you know, they said it was way back here. It just keeps eroding. So the plan is, and I know what they did, whoever built this, I mean, it just is what it is, but they took dirt out of this side to be able to backfill over the pipe, which is fine. It's no big deal, but you can't have that steep of a drop, especially on the downhill side, because you'll get that rolling effect. So when the water drops, it'll tumble, and that's where you get your eroding from. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to take out a bunch of these trees. This is like the back half of their property, and this is the only way to get back here. So they want to be able to utilize their hunting property. This is a kind of a family owned hunting camp, hunting property, just getaway place. So they want to be able to utilize this back here, so, and not be able to come down here and have to worry about the road being washed and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do, take these trees out right here and then push that into this and get it nice and, I wouldn't say flat, but get it to where it won't be as steep. It'll be, you know, from this height probably about down to there somewhere. We'll tie it back in, and then I told them we'll go ahead and fill that in right there, so it's just not a snaky, marshy, wet area. You know, there's no way for that water to escape out of that. So we're going to fill in that. I'm going to get all this wood debris out of here. I am going to get some of these bigger trees out of the way, leave that some kind of rhododendron. It's not, well, I don't know what that is actually. We cut it all the time. It's not mountain laurel, but anyways, I'm going to leave that bush, green bush, but get these little saplings out of here, get those out of there, because when the water hits that, it'll pop back up and be fine, but it helps to hold the bank. The big trees, you know, this willow and stuff like this, get those out of there, because that is what's creating, you know, blockage with sticks and stuff. But if you see, the water comes up over here, washes down, and it's running fine. We're not having any erosion because this is nice and flat and gradual, and then it just dies off. There's a ditch down there, but it has time to slow down as well. It's not gaining speed on such a steep terrain there. I'll probably get this poplar out of here. That's pretty close to that pipe and stuff. Go ahead and get that out. Get all this cleaned up for them. Just make it look better. Make it less maintenance for them down the road. Get all that wood debris. Get all that loose stuff right there. Just get it all up here on the downhill side of the pipe. So that's my plan. Gonna start ripping out these trees enough till I can get back behind that and shove it on down there. So we got we're pretty far up here in the woods, and it's not going to be worth it at all to try to save any of this little bit of wood. Yes, it is some nice pretty white oak, but it's just not worth trying to save any of that. So I'm just gonna stack it up over here, crunch it up. I think there's a hole or ditch or something. Maybe we can push it in over here or something. I don't know, we'll figure out a spot to put it. I'd like to get it out of the way. I just don't like how you do a job and you have a pile of debris right there, but we'll figure that out. Maybe I'll dig a little hole and bury this stuff or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's some kind of a ditch down over here at this side, but if I can get about right here and just take the dozer and just knock that off, throw some seed on it, hopefully it'll slow everything down. But yeah, so you can see that's where somebody else had the, whenever they made this crossing, they just pushed everything up here. But we're pretty far back here in the woods, and probably not going to make that big a difference, but I just don't like leaving messes. That's just me. But all right, let's hop to it. I need to get that out of there. That Widowmaker right there, and that thing's dead. I'll get that out while I'm right here. Yeah, look at that thing. Oh goodness. Get all this cleaned up for them. So they just want it to where it's not going to erode and not be an issue and keep eating away at the road. So see what we can do. That's nuts. Oh, that thing's... I have the weight of this machine and just be able to push down a 12-inch white oak like that. It's just crazy. Like effortlessly. So, I think what I'm going to do, if I have room, maybe stack it up over here right now and get it out of the way. Really need to put it over there. I'll have to keep pushing it down the hill for a few minutes until I can get a good spot to be able to turn around and place this stuff. Chainsaw down here to cut this stuff up. Might have to walk back up and get it. Some of these bigger oaks. And buggy this morning. Well, that's soft ground. Borderline mud. Should be interesting. That's why that ain't gonna. There better be some good dirt on that ridge right there. Looks like there was. That's like sand. A little test hole over here. A little bit of clay in there. some of this stuff cut up. Just cut it into 8-10 foot pieces, and I could break the top, but thinking about going back over here with it. Sort of a hole. I might be able to sneak it in there. It's gonna be a big pile of brush though. time trying to rake that up. He wants that tree taken down right there, that white oak. He doesn't like that. He just stopped by. I mean, you see that one right there. Get that out of the way. So I said, yes, sir. Will do. Sure beats having a burn or mulch and stuff. The priority was the dam. We fixed the dam is good to go. But they're like, well, since you got all this equipment here, we got about 4 or 5 little spots like this. We don't have to pay for mobilization. You're already here, you're already set up. Let's just get this stuff done instead of getting it done, pushing it off down the road. So that was something I wouldn't say I sold them, but it was like, you know, I'm here, let's do it, you know. I mean, I got other work I can go do, but it's like, I'm here, let's go ahead and get this done while I'm here kind of thing. So if it was just the job of fixing this down by the creek, probably wouldn't have been worth it money-wise for them to hire me to come down and fix that. You know, we could have patched it in and done some other things. Would have probably worked for now, but issues down the road. If that makes any sense. the last day I was here was Monday, and today is Wednesday, so I wasn't here yesterday. But you see how the creek has cleared up and how it's gone way down. I got all this brush. There was some ramble and stuff like that in the rocks. I still need to weed eat it, but leaving that greenery there to help hold the bank over here. But I took down some saplings that were growing up. Same thing on this side. Took out that poplar that was there. Oh, that filled back up with water. I had all that pushed out. So guess I need to get that bailed out of there for sure. So my plan is gonna work on taking this dirt off this hill right here, and right there where the dozer sits, and fill in these holes. So whenever the creek comes up, the river, creek, whatever you want to call it, whenever it comes up, doesn't end up with a huge puddle here, and it doesn't, when it comes over the road, washes over the road, it erodes this out. So we're going to level that out so it has a nice flow. It won't erode the road out is the plan. So got the dozer warming up, gonna hop in it, start stripping all this off, pushing it down into here. That's the plan. So it's a lot of dozer work, and then I will have to get that open back up. So the shouldn't have left that pile there. That's really what I messed up on. Should have left it so it'll drain, but I had it all pushed out. Is what it is. But then I'll start stripping this off, bailing it down there. So I want to get the road back in and get this ditched and everything up here, and then get this side first, and then see how much dirt I need to pull off from here. If I need to take out a couple more trees, it's no big deal to be able to get the dirt that I need to go in over here. So this side first, then that side. dozer, fueled it up. Only had enough on my tank. Forgot to fill it up yesterday. Almost 3/4 of a tank. Can't see it there, but now I'm gonna head back down the hill and finish up that area. Should be done, I'd say, about an hour or so. So we'll take it first. We'll head back down in the woods. So that's pretty much it with the dozer. I might track it in, I don't know yet, we'll see. I ran up with the customer and he had a little bit of seed left, but I'm gonna hop on the skid steer, get it all dressed out. So I got me a swale going down this side, and it kind of hooks into the creek right there, and then this side kind of starting right here and kind of going this way, and it just kind of dissipates and levels out, goes down through that way. But I don't know, I might wait a day or so to track it in and seed it, because it's a little clumpy through here, and I'd like to get a nice cleat into it where that seed is gonna stay. So let me hop in the skid steer and get this thing dressed up, see how it looks.